So today I thought I would do a bit of a sorry, I'm like fixing my driver's seating position. I thought I'd do a bit of a like POV sort of driving, because I find this POV quite well and to like explain what I personally am on the lookout for when I drive in a busy city like Kathmandu or just anywhere in Nepal. Honestly, we all comment things like, if you can drive in Kathmandu, if you can drive in Delhi or anywhere in South Asia, you can drive just about anywhere in the world, just because of how chaotic things get. And to some extent I do agree with all of that. Like, it's quite chaotic. First rule is, first, big vehicles like the ones in front, you always let go. Your vehicle might have like bitey brakes and good braking systems. These guys won't. They have like leaf suspension and like big drum brakes and stuff, which will work, will not work, who knows. On time, I mean, they will work, but you know what I mean. And next thing is, I keep away from their blind spots. Like right now I'm in the blind spot, the truck can't see behind me, so I'm gonna move over a lane. A lane means indicator change. Right now I might be in the blind spot, so a little horn just to like alert audio wise that I'm in this corner. I may be seen by the mirror on the truck, I may not be, but anyway, this is just to let them know I'm here. The next thing I always pay attention to is driving distance. Like, I am not going to close gaps with the vehicle in front of me, always. Yeah, the vehicle was going a lot slower than I anticipated, but I'm never going to just go straight up front and like completely have zero amount of distance with the vehicle in front. I'm always going to keep some braking distance in front. Like, that's just my motto. I am not gonna do anything else that might hamper. The other thing I really look out for is pedestrians. Like, I'm at a stoplight, there's a zebra crossing in front. I will always try to give pedestrians the right of way, especially at a zebra, because they're pedestrians. They have the right to cross somewhere. Like, jaywalking here and there is not safe for anyone, but at the right place at the right time, you as a motorist have to give way, and you kind of just have to give way. Like, there's nothing you can really do about it other than giving way. And the other thing I look out for is, the faster I get on the road, the more how would I put it? The more concentrated I become on the road. Like, my pupils, they are focusing on the road, but they're not focusing in the space immediately in front of me. They are also focusing on the road 10, 15, 20 meters ahead of me to see if like anything's coming in, coming out. Because something that is very, very particular about driving in this part of the world is that you have to drive safely yourself, but you also have to do a lot of predictive driving about what the guy to the left of you, to the right of you, to behind you, 3 cars in front of you will do, and how that will affect everyone around you and then to you. I know it's a lot of like probabilities and like variations that might complicate the issue a lot, but it kind of is what it is in terms of like predictive driving. And in a way, you're like defensively driving just to like make sure things are okay and that you don't get in anyone's way, there isn't any accidents. You never want an accident. That's just a hassle. Like, I feel like some people just drive out wanting some sort of accident, which I know no one wants, but I'm just saying some people do behave like they're the only ones on the road, and that really gets on my nerves. Then comes like lane picking. Ouch, that was a very low sun visor. It's very important now in city traffic. Like, not all places will have lane markings, but there will be enough places around town where there are multiple lanes, like on Ring Road right now, and you just have to be careful about what lane you occupy, because your vehicle will occupy some space on the whatever lane, and you can't like left right it or anything. You don't want to block anyone else. You don't want to be the one on a left or right turning blocking a line of vehicles behind you. So you just have to be careful about how your car, how your vehicle, how your bike is placed on the road. For heaven's sake, I've seen so many times where bikes think they're not blocking the road because they're like a small bike, but in reality they're blocking an entire line of like buses, cars, and vehicles behind them, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is again. And this whole it is what it is thing, I think that's my biggest takeaway of like driving in Kathmandu, in South Asia, in densely populated areas. You have to be patient. Like, you just always have to be patient and never let your temper get the best of you. The moment you lose your temper, I feel like you're gone. Again, truck on the left hand side, I'm just very wary. I know the truck will be wary of me because, hey man, driving a truck, maneuvering, like quick driving like that requires a lot of like concentration on like moving such a big object here and about. But in the situation that I can be careful of like trucks or bigger vehicles, I definitely take it. I never let my safety get into others' hands. I always put my safety myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna let someone else's safe or dangerous driving dictate my own safety on the road. I would rather be careful of everything myself. And as for just overall well-being, I think the best way to get about in like tightly dense areas is you don't aggressively drive, but you slowly go. And Kathmandu traffic is such that everyone, as long as you're not being irrational on the road, everyone just goes around you. I'm also maintaining some distance with that bike in front in case I need braking distance. You never know when you need to brake. I'm not going to catch up bumper to bumper with the vehicle in front. And as I was saying, you just slowly drive and just go around, or at a junction just slowly keep up. I think that's it. You just keep up with the vehicle in front of you. You don't act irrational. You play it safe. You will most likely get from point A to point B without much hassle. And then other things I keep in mind while I personally drive is unless I see like a completely clear road in front of me, because right now like I have an incoming truck on my right, a scooter making a right. I'm speeding up now because there's a bit of a truck merging into my lane. I'm just very like aware of like things in my surrounding. Like up ahead I can see a merge happening between like a junction happening between vehicles going in all directions, and as a result I am always going to just slow down my speed just to be on the cautious side. I'm not saying don't drive fast at all. Like, I do understand the thrill of cutting through traffic quickly. I'm also not saying you shouldn't be aggressive at all on the road, because there are times you have to be aggressive. Otherwise, in traffic like here in Nepal, everyone's just going to overtake you. But I'm always going to say practice some caution on the road. Like, if you're not confident about it, just don't do it. Don't endanger you and your occupants and the 20 to 100 people around you. Just don't. Anyway, stay safe out there, make smart decisions, and I'll see you on the next one.